Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're all well and you're living life and doing the things that you want to do. This is not the video that I really wanted to do, but I've got to do it. I want to do it, but it's not easy. But I just want to talk about my friend Eddie. Now, on the day of the last video, when it was posted on YouTube, I received a phone call to say that one of my close friends, Eddie Meek, had passed away suddenly. Now, some of you that know Eddie already, some of you that are watching, will know that Eddie had a quadruple heart bypass, and the anniversary will be 2 years at the end of this July. So that was a shock in itself. Eddie being diagnosed with heart disease and having the operation that he had, because Eddie, if you know him, or knew him, he's the sort of guy. He's running, climbing mountains, riding dirt bikes, mountain bikes, just doing all of the activities that you could do to keep fit. Really was. And for somebody like him to get heart disease and need a quadruple heart bypass was just like a proper bombshell. But Eddie bounced back and bounced back surprisingly well, considering the operation he'd had. Within a few months, he was back on his feet. He was out walking up hills. Then he was mountain climbing, riding his mountain bike. By the 5-month mark, he was riding his dirt bike. Getting back into life, enjoying life, making the most of what he had, getting on with things, and making plans for the future. 3 weeks ago tomorrow, getting up for work, like everybody does in the morning. Get out of bed, do what you need to do, get ready for work, all that sort of thing. And a sudden heart attack without warning. Eddie knew his life expectancy had been shortened because of the operation that he'd had. But I don't think he or anybody that was around him expected it to end so soon. Talking to Eddie about what happened previously, he was hoping to make it to 60. At the age of 45, he passed away, which is no age. It's too soon. A lot of good people go too soon. They really do. He had a lot to live for. Me and Eddie did quite a lot together over the years. All sorts of film projects. We rode together quite a lot. Over the years, we went walking together. There were times when we didn't see each other for a while, but we always kept in contact one way or another. And it was one of those sort of friendships where we were always there for each other. We could always pick up the phone, and if Eddie wanted something, I'd drop everything and I'd do it. The last big project that we did together was the Welsh 2-day Enduro last year. There's a little icon in the corner if you want to watch that. But that was very special. Very special to me was that. He rang me up and said, I need help at the Welsh 2-day. What are you doing, Robbo? I says, without even looking at me down, he says, I'm coming with you. I'm doing it. I'm on it. We're all over it, mate. Whatever you want, I'll be there. And we met on the way down there. And what a good few days that was. What a really good few days. So me, Eddie and his partner Sophie, we had a good few days together. And the last time I saw Eddie was in March. I'd just come back from Spain and arranged to meet him up at the house that we are going to be moving to fairly soon. Because one of the things that we'd planned was to do some work at the house, and also we had some riding planned as well. And just generally spend more time with each other because I was moving closer to him. So as you can imagine, the last sort of few weeks have been quite difficult. There's been things to plan for the funeral, and the things we've got planned, I think it's going to be an honour being part of that. It's not something that I wanted, but now I'm there, I am sort of looking forward to doing it for Eddie and fulfilling Eddie's last wishes. But what I'm going to do now is just leave you with a film that I put together in December 2024, 4 months after Eddie had his operation, and we went climbing actually, up Blencathra in the Lake District. One of Eddie's favourite places. He had a few, favourite sort of places up there, but Blencathra was one of them because of the steepness of the climb and that feeling of exhilaration you get when you're on those rocks climbing up there. It gave him a buzz. Give me a buzz as well, actually. So enjoy the film. If you didn't know Eddie, it will give you an idea of what Eddie was like and the enthusiasm for life that he had. So at the time this film's going to be released, it'll be the day of the funeral. So wish me luck, and I'll be back soon. Take care for now. Yeah. So we've now got the camera recording. We've had a good rehearsal, and you're probably wondering, yeah, I'm dressed for walking at the moment, and where I am, I'm in the Lake District, and I'm with my mate Eddie, who's just there. We've got the Insta360 camera. So where are we going, Eddie?
Yeah, we're going up Blencathra, right up the front of it, up the ridge.
Right. So about what, 2,400 feet thereabouts?
Yeah, something like that in metres. Yeah, just around 800.
800 metres, yeah. Right. Feeling fit?
Yeah, we'll be huffing and puffing by the time we get to the top.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll be wearing what you're wearing now by the time we're halfway up.
Yeah, it might get a bit warm, but we've got a bit of a weekend coming up. We're obviously doing the walk now. Tonight we're going to be back at Eddie's house. We're going to be watching the Super Enduro. And then tomorrow we're going to P Farm near Durham to ride his dirt bikes. We're looking forward to that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's get up this mountain. Let's go. Right, we're about, 15-20 minutes in here. We've really sort of scratched the surface of this mountain climb at the moment.
That's come off already.
But just tell me what we can see.
Well, we've got the backside of Helvellyn there.
In the clouds?
Yeah. There's quite a few Wainwrights before you get to Helvellyn.
Yeah. In the bottom?
This is Thrakell, and then over there Thirlmere.
Yeah.
And then you've got Keswick over there.
Yeah.
And then Winlatter, and then Grisdale Pike. Cat Bells is quite a popular one for walkers.
So I mean, it's mid-December now, and there's no snow on the hilltops at the moment. There's other mountain tops. I would think in another few weeks there will be, won't there?
Yeah, comes and goes. Yeah. I'm sure it was quite fresh up there this morning.
We've got quite a few walkers in front of us. So yeah, we'll just keep going.
See how many we can wind in.
Yeah. So this is somewhere you come quite frequently.
Yeah. Whether we go hiking or we carry the mountain bikes up, there's some good downhill tracks as you get to the top.
What's your favourite place in the Lake District?
This is one of them, over and then across there Winlatter Forest and Grisdale Pike. You can't beat Scarfell Pike for a good climb.
And just before we stopped, you were talking about the event you were thinking of taking part in.
Yeah.
Which is the 13 valleys?
13 valleys, and it's there's 4 different races in it. The top one is 122 kilometres. So September next year.
Yeah. So
it'd be good to give that a go with Soph, with anyone that's keen, Robbo.
I don't know. I might do a 22k, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But we've got a big climb. Let's push on and do a bit more.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Eddie, I'm a little bit older than you.
Hey, I still feel it.
but I'm still young at heart.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. So you just turned 44 and I'm 60 in February.
Yeah. But you're still doing it.
Still doing stuff. You do slow down in some respects, but you just got to keep trying.
Yeah.
To keep moving with things.
It's just a case of being out, isn't it?
Being out, doing stuff, whether it's riding your bike or doing things like this.
It's not a race
out
until
exploring.
You turn it into one.
But I had my hat on and my neck scarf down there.
Hey,
I'm warm.
It lasted less than 5 minutes.
What was it, like 0 down? So we're just in a bit of an area where there's no wind at the moment, and I think Eddie's making this up. We're just having a chat with a couple of other walkers. But they were getting to some steep stuff, and walking cannot be underestimated. Let me tell you, this sort of stuff is really challenging for the body. I need to do more of it. Standing up. But yeah, certain position. So right on the knife edge here. What? Great. Exhilarating. Love it. What a climb that is there.
go, sir.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Would you like some extra milk in that? Or?
No, that'll be alright, I think. Or whatever. If there's extra milk going, we can do. Oops. Nice.
Any more hot water? It is, isn't it? Nice hot brew.
So we did it, Eddie. We made it to the top of Blencathra. Over 800 metres.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Feel fresh.
Yeah.
Think we could do a bit more.
A bit more.
Yeah. After this brew.
So we're just in a bit of a sheltered area now. We're just making his way back down to have a bit of brew, a quick brew, and then back down to the bottom to the van.
Yeah.
But it's been a good walk out. I need to do more of this climbing.
It's just a shame about the view today, but
yeah,
not fully clouded.
Yeah, the weather's just coming in a little bit, isn't it? You can feel a little bit of water in the air.
Yeah.
Not raining, but I think it's just the water droplets in the cloud. Water, the fine mist.
Think you get your dirt bike up here?
Oh, this bit I would. No problem.
Yeah, maybe next time then.
Maybe next time, yeah. Yeah, might have to do it. Might have to try and have a go. Yeah, I think this would be pretty good. I don't know about where we've just walked though.
No.
Up there.
I mean, that's the other side over there, isn't
Yeah.
it? We'll have a little look at that in a sec.
But you've been on a bit of a journey recently, and who would have thought, like 4 months ago,
Yeah, 4 months.
you'd have been doing this?
End of July, beginning of August.
Yeah. And a lot of trauma to your body,
Yeah.
and the scars like pretty horrific, innit?
Yeah.
On your chest.
Down the middle. It's part of the zipper club now, as they call it.
Yeah. And I know you were joking up way up there about you've now got some new hoses in there, some new arteries.
Yeah.
Just tell me your thoughts on when you first had your heart attack at home. In fact, tell me the story, what led up to it. I know you mentioned it briefly yesterday when we were out, when I arrived. You were out on your bike, weren't you?
Yeah, out on the dirt bike at Gilgarren. I had a bit of an off down the ravine. Had a bad bruise to my arm. In the next couple of days, I was getting a sharp pain up my arm from the bruise into my chest, but I kind of thought it was just indigestion, Never really experienced anything heart related before, so you wouldn't know, you just think it's indigestion. And yeah, on that Wednesday, 6 in the morning, it was the pain in my chest was like horrific. Sweating, made me go to the toilet straight away. I was, I wasn't in a good place. It crippled me on the floor, and shouted to Self, can you ring an ambulance? And she thought, what are you on about? I said, I think I'm having a heart attack. I think when you're going through something like that. So she rang an ambulance, and my daughter came out. She was upset to see what was going on, and the ambulance was there, I don't know, within half an hour, and they ran a couple of tests on me and said, yeah, you're having a full-blown heart attack here. Gave me loads of morphine. They couldn't keep up with me really with that. And I walked myself to the ambulance, and they took me down to Blackpool Hospital. On the operating table, they went to put a stent in, and they discovered there and then I had heart disease. So they put a balloon in instead, just to open up the artery to allow the blood to flow a little bit easier. And put me in a bed, and that's when I overheard them say, oh, he's got heart disease. And the next day the doctors came round and said, you need a quadruple heart bypass.
I can't imagine what must have been going through your mind then, because you're an active guy.
Yeah.
You're renowned for doing walks like this, but also doing a lot of other things like riding your bike, and you're just being an adventurer.
Yeah.
Full stop, and then to have
like
to think you're going to have everything taken away from you.
Yeah, just like that. No, I mean it was the fall from the bike that gave me a blood clot. That the blood clot got stuck in the artery. That's how they discovered,
Which in some respects
was a good idea. It was a blessing in disguise that I fell off my dirt bike for a change. But yeah, I obviously thought then, like everything, I thought that's it. Life lifestyle change.
And having heart disease, you know, when they say you've got heart disease, is that something your dad had?
No, there's nothing really solid that runs in the family related to
Nothing
this.
hereditary?
No. So whether it's lifestyle or just luck of the
I
draw,
think it's too much Monster Energy.
you just never know, do you? People say too many energy drinks, you know, they say it could be the COVID vaccine,
Yeah.
it could be, you know, years of partying or years of eating junk food or your lifestyle. It could be anything, they can't actually pinpoint it. And also down to stress as well.
Yeah, because you're self-employed and
Yeah.
you know you're working a lot of responsibility with the work you've been doing.
Yeah. And then trying to fit in training for all the big races in between and family, and you know it can all result to not a stable lifestyle.
Yeah. So 4 months ago you're in operating theatre having a quadruple heart bypass, thinking that you may not even get to do this sort of thing again, what we're doing today.
But then I thought, you know, you get this booklet when they kick you out of hospital 3 days after your operation, you get a booklet and it says the do's and the don'ts, and it says to walk. So I walked, and, you know, to the lamppost, the second lamppost, around the block, up Kendal Castle, you know, and I just upped it every day, every week. You know, started doing Wainwrights, and it was really hard work. Like really hard work.
I mean, what we've done today has been really hard work, hasn't it?
But going up the stairs was hard work, you know, I was out of breath.
Just in the house.
Yeah, the pain through the chest from having it all open, and you just had to grind through it all. And the more Wainwrights we did, the easier it was the next day. And a lot of people would be against, you know, they're saying, oh, you're gonna, you know, you're doing too much, and I wasn't. I was doing what I was told to do. You know your own body. You know when you're pushing it. They say if you can't talk while you're walking, you're doing too much. Well, I could still talk, and I was still walking.
And that's quite refreshing, is that? Because we've been doing a lot of talking walking up there, haven't we? So that's telling me that I'm in fairly good shape. By the amount of talking that we've both been doing. And it's not been an easy climb at that. What we've like, you know, it is a sudden elevation, is that what we've done? And probably one of the steeper ones I've done actually.
And it's going to be steep going down.
Going down me as well.
I'm already planning what I want to do. Lots of walking, more riding, and I do want to get back to Mexico.
To do the Baja. Yeah. 4 months down the line, where are you now in terms of your physio and things like that? Are you still seeing the nurses and doctors regularly?
So they've signed me off from the hospital, so now I'm down to the GP. I've finished my physio with the NHS, and now it's just up to me to, you know, progress with building the strength up in my upper body. Up to like the 4 months, I've only been doing walking. I've not been doing anything upper body.
No physical weights or training.
No. So it was all about looking after the incision and you know making sure it doesn't get infected. I don't pull any muscles, and that would have been a biggie if that had got infected, so I had to behave. But now I'm back on the mountain bike, and you know I'm going to get a personal trainer to you know build up my strength for me, because it's something I need to concentrate on.
And tomorrow we're out on the bikes.
Yeah,
the dirt
exactly.
bikes.
Yeah, again. Yeah, it's like nothing's ever happened.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of forget the bad, don't you?
But I'm sure you know, like say, you listen to your body, like I listen to my body, and I know when I'm fatigued and when I need to have a sit down and things like that. I mean, I don't have a thyroid gland, so I'm on daily medication. Are you on daily medication for what?
Yeah, daily medication, 6 tablets a day.
Yeah.
It took a bit of getting used to. It was affecting me. Now it's kind of, you know, become the normal. But also I've changed my diet and got a nutritionist.
No, but that was quite hard.
Yeah.
Because
it's the go-to food, you know. You want a snack in the cupboard, and I wasn't necessarily eating bad before, but now there is certain foods I will eat and certain foods I won't eat, and over time you do feel a lot better for it.
Good.
You know, you don't need those supplements to push you through the day. There is food you can eat that you know you don't need to have in.
It's refreshing being with you here now anyway, doing this. But I'm getting a bit cold, I don't know about you. I think it's time we sup this coffee up and we got off this mountain.
Yeah, I think the pub must be calling.
Yeah, let's get on with it, mate. Cheers.